Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mortal Empires. Last time we saw what happened to the undead. They're basically demolished. They have one corpse cart with an unholy lodestone. Actually, is this an unholy lodestone? This is an unholy lodestone. I can never remember if it's unholy lodestone or balefire braziers. That's the healing one. And one Strigoi Ghoul King. I could probably take these both on with a unit of miners. Because the Ghoul King has 24 health, so he basically collapsed instantly. And the Chariot, while it has 1,115 health, is not actually very good as the Chariot because it has 8 charge bonus, making it, for all intents and purposes, completely worthless in a stand-up fight. Now granted, not everything must be good in a stand-up fight, but yeah.
You look right in the end!
We stopped with the upgrades last time because, well, I didn't want to have another gigantic session that lagged out. Zufbar is steadily working itself towards upgrading, and Karak has walls, so Bugman's Brewery is going to be very, very safe. I would expect a special grudge on anything that managed to demolish Bugman's Brewery, in all honesty. I seem to be having issues with vampiric corruption in this province. They're probably going to go down quite a bit, though, because Valea's protection is +3 untainted faction-wide.
This is impudence.
Ah! That was the other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to see if Zufbar could sally out and demolish these skelly bums.
Drain them!
I could fight it, but there wouldn't be really anything new besides the Thunderers, and I don't really think it's worth doing it with the Thunderers. Just get out of here! And they wiped out the miners and nothing else. Okay, that's fitting. That's very, very fitting. Complete demolition of that, and we have a little more money next turn. Was there anything else that needed to get done?
Dragon!
Let's take a look around. Karak, I could upgrade its gunsmith's forge, but all that would get me is gyrocopters, and I'm not too interested in gyrocopters. Don't get me wrong, I intend to invest in them eventually. The keyword here is eventually. Eventually does not mean anytime soon. Also, I have a plan for the vaults. In 2 turns, I plan to use this slot to build a Hall of Oaths, and I plan to upgrade the armory into a Gromrel Forge. What this will do for me is unlock the best line infantry in the game, Iron Breakers. They have charge defense versus all. It doesn't matter if you're some shitty Skaven slave with like a +2 charge bonus, or if you're a Chaos Champion and you've got like +30. Or even if you're the Grail Knights themselves and have something around 80 or something ridiculous. None of that matters. Also, new unique for Karak that I noticed. This, and it's really good. Now, I don't use gyrocopters, but that campaign map movement range, all forces, totally worth a slot. It should also have one for the High King's Throne that unlocks the whole 5, but the airfield is still very worth it simply because of what it does for movement. And it makes sense that air support lets you move better, you know? Okay, how is my reputation? It is trustworthy again. Holy shit.
Aye. Fellow Dowie.
You won't give me the time of day?
Aye. Let's hear what you have to
You
say.
will.
We'll hear it before Oathgold.
You rather like me.
Nine.
I'm not fighting Templehof. I've had enough issues with undead up here. We're going to be moving down southward.
Greetings, honorable ally.
You like me 239. You're stronger than me, but
Don't think so.
you're still amazingly happy. And good God, they'll go up to 309 because of how much I've beaten the shit out of the vampire counts. They really like me. They like me. They really like me. Alright. Next turn. Absent these guys pulling off something miraculous, They're going to be wiped out. Schwarzhofen has... well, a minor garrison. It looks like they got the leadership and speed text for their infantry, but it also has Volkmar's 16-card army. Even if that's all, though... even if that's all... actually, I can't even... even if that's all, like, unshielded spearmen, they can still kill these guys. X-Spearman might be good for killing this chariot. Anyway. Let's end the turn. 2 turns, a slow chain is going to start off again. The chain of iron bread. Ooh, someone's got their rune fang. I didn't quite manage to see it fully there, but if you pause the video, you might be able to notice it. I'll try and get a better view if Francie Boy pops up at a later point. The regular rune fang is not generally as good as the Galmaraz, which makes sense since Galmaraz is, you know, really super frickin' holy. And the regular rune fang, while fairly holy, isn't, you know, Galmaraz, the personal hammer of Sigmar Unberogen, the god of the Empire himself. Well, he was immortal. Sigmar was immortal that turned into a god via basically being such a gigantic badass. No one disagreed. This is also the same as the dwarven ancestor gods. They're just such gigantic badasses, they kick the shit out of everyone, and no one else wanted to say you're not a god. Ah, you have a lord and you're... I'm sorry? What? No, really, what? Okay, slightly impressive troops. I need to chase them down so they don't get away. I'm not letting the vampire count survive. They're going to be wiped out. There will be none left. There can be no mercy. There can be no... they will be exterminated. Root and branch. Tempelhof may live until I have such time as to assist the actual manlanes instead of the undead manlanes and the purgation of Sylvania. But I've demolished 2 very major settlements, so that's probably going to give them a bit of a head start. And with the Emperor and Volkmar the Grim over here, I hope that will be enough to at least...
have you come to pledge me your loyalty?
Give them some worrying. They want me to... they want to join a war against... man, I don't even know where the Silver Host is. I'll take 1,000 gold pieces. I literally do not know where the Silver Host is right now. They're an old world faction though, so they're undead going up against things like Saurus. And even Graveguard have trouble against Saurus. Granted, they can actually trade kind of okay against Saurus, but they're not going to, you know, demolish them. And zombies versus Saurus is basically the same as zombies versus Chaos Chosen, i.e. a massacre. Completely and utterly. Especially if you're playing as Archaon and therefore have the 12% physical resist for all your Chosen. Seriously, playing as Archaon would be amazing in this. But you guys chose the dwarves. So we get to have, instead of ridiculously killy frontline infantry, we get to have ridiculously unkillably frontline infantry. Unkillably sounds really stupid. Like, really stupid, now that I say it out loud. It sounded better in my head, okay? Okay, Bone Crusher, what are you going to do? You're going to make my map zoom out. Surely the arcane powers of the Wah are strong with this one. He can make my map zoom out when I don't want him to. Truly a horrifying and dangerous foe, ladies and gentlemen. Look, Silver Host, if I knew where you were, I might actually think about demolishing you once upon a time. As is, get stuffed. Man, if I was a military ally with the Empire, I'd tell them to go wreck that Vampire Count's force with their 16 cards and call it a day. But as is, I'm probably going to underweight over here. I hope that gets me close enough to these guys that I can keep them from, say, re-establishing Drakenhof or something. Don't know where they're getting the money to actually, you know, keep an army running, but whatever. The underway says, hello.
Onwards!
Oh, multiple level ups. Those also say hello. Let's start boosting income because I'll reduce enemy income a little bit. That doesn't matter too much, but when I'm in my own territory, at least give me a little more money. And honestly, I'm not going to be using things like Overseer very much. Dwarves have such ridiculous leadership already, it's not worth it. So if I am going to be fighting, you know, let's get the Rune of Grimnir just for the 10% missile resist. Just in case. It'll make physical missiles even less effective. Damping, that was what I was investing in. For the sake of, I have nothing better to do with a runesmith right now. Alright, Dromar!
To battle!
Tell him to fuck off. Thank you. Are the vampire counts is going to be continuous pain in my side literally forever? Like, literally forever? Because at that point, that's what they're shaping up to be. A pain in my ass literally forever. Oh look! Another strike on a badly wounded stack that I can get away with. What a good investment, Crooked Moon. You sent half a stack of troops to attack me. They were on the march, so they didn't even matter. Good job. All you did was give me money and experience, and that's it. Good job. Heck, they're actually really helping me because this means that I can get this guy who's going to be my escorting army for the assault on Karak peaks into an even better state. It's hard to argue with better troops, you know? Let's keep going. Wow, this place actually has a lot of public order. I think I'm going to demolish one of these drinking halls. I only need one after all, and it's not like I'm running... Actually, how much of my dwarf beer... Okay, yeah, I'm only exporting 46%. I can afford to do that.
Aye, let's hear what you have to say.
It is time. Greetings, honorable ally.
Here, have a load of dosh. Will you join up with me then?
Not by me.
To war.
I'm not going to take Karak because they're far enough away from my actual troops in front lines that I'd have issues with that.
Nigh.
Alright. Let's see if I can find where these Silver Host people are. Oh, they're all the way over here. Oh, okay. Can I establish a defensive alliance with you if I give you some money?
No! No!
I'd really like a defensive alliance with the Empire right now, just so I can make absolutely sure.
A fool's action.
Okay, I'm not paying 10,000 gold for a defensive alliance. I'll just let them like me more and hope that they're intelligent enough to go, fuck you to those undead. Also, you know, the Regiment of Renowned Sigmar's Sons not only has Unbreakable, but it also has a flat-out better stat line. More health, a lot more melee attack and defense than just their gold with Jujas, more weapon strength, and more charge bonus. So Sigmar's Sons is actually a really good unit that will last you even when you're using great swords. They're a really nice unit, and they will turn the tide in many early battles for you. They can take 2 units of swordsmen on, and generally win because of that Unbreakable. Alright, now. Let's end the turn, we'll get Valea's protection, and we're going to see what these damnable vampire counts will do. It'll be interesting if they try and slam into Belagar. Mostly because I'll just be able to slaughter them all. Of course, if the Empire wipes them out, I'm not exactly going to be shedding tears. Volkmar, are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? You did it! You did it! You wiped him out! Genocide! Yes! Finally, they're down to literally one lord. There is no possible way Manling can figure out a way out of this. He is gone. He is exterminated. He is kaput. Kaput, I say. Kaput. It's great. It's great. And of course, the big boss couldn't actually get his daggers through the dwarf's armor. I'm not even surprised. Valea's Sorrow falling is going to be interesting, though. If I get the dwarves to declare war on the mutinous Gits, that might be good, because it'll let me theoretically field 3 stacks against them, 1 of AI. And an AI stack will be pretty helpful. Mostly because they'll be completely expendable troops from my point of view. After all, the less dwarves not under my control die. The less dwarves under my control die, the better. And of course, once I take 8 pigs, the other dwarves are going to like me more because they won't have a massive grudge. Like, 8 pigs builds up to ridiculous stuff if you wait too long. I once had a campaign in one where I didn't take 8 peaks until the Chaos Invasion was right at my... wasn't able to take peaks due to the Chaos Invasion appearing right near my doors and causing me some serious issues with that. So, I basically had to fight them off with, well, 50% upkeep increased armies. That was fun! It was actually pretty fun because I still had most of the dwarf lands, it's just I hadn't taken 8 peaks for various other strategic reasons. Alright. Looks like they're going to try and push back at Crooked Fang 4, but Karak Azul is definitely actually having issues now. Not good. Not much I can say at this point, honestly. Aside from that the border princes have been very firm allies, and I plan on finally wiping out the vampire counts at Zuffbar. If the garrison managed to actually wipe the army out, I'll be happy, but if they don't, I do have Belagar ready and waiting to beat their heads in. Or head, I think they were just one vampire lord at this point, not even a named character vampire lord, just a random ass vampire lord. I'm gonna go back a step to the Silver Host and set the camera to high on the grounds of me wanting to know if they do anything. Oh, they've taken... Tempelhof has taken Eschen and Drakenhof. Well, they're not at war with me, and after what I did to Drakenhof, the vampire counts, they're probably not interested in it for a while. And if they are, I've had the time to build up my fortifications at least slightly. Well, unless they come in literally this turn, in which case Oakenhammer is again vulnerable. If they come in next turn, though, it will have the tier 2 wall bonus, which is always nice. Skavenblade is still managing to survive, no surprise, because Chilean AI is not very good at actual combat. Try fielding great swords against the average Skaven infantry spam army, and you will have a big joke. I'll take the mine dispute, because I actually have a fair few iron mines. Malea's protection. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Next up. I did say I would consider this. But I really need master-crafted weapons. So right now my units are actually kind of falling behind, and that just won't do.
Our ancestors would be proud.
Move in! What, you can't actually fight them, really?
Fight!
Bernhoff Gildrich! You are the last vampire count, aside from the guys in Templehof, but you're the last vampire count of their faction. Goodbye.
Yes.
Vampire counts have been obliterated. There is nothing left apart from the echoing laughter of thirsting gods. Oh, that is a satisfying, satisfying thing to read. Let's make this place a little less tainted, and I might eventually get an armory here. Alright, upgrade this first priority. Upgrade, grab, where is it? Here? Yes, here. Grab this is the next priority, and in 4 turns, I'll be able to recruit Iron Breakers, as the game calls it. Now, it did put a massive, massive hole in my income. But I consider it worth it. I'm going to force march to here, and then I'm going to underway as far as I can over this way. Ladies and gentlemen, the plan for this episode is to get to the point where I feel that like I can take Karak 8 Peaks.
The High King commands. Shrug off.
Now, obviously, I can't leave my troops with this at their back. That would just be...
Time
No.
for a reckoning.
Can't let that happen.
Ready, axes.
Plus, Brock Ironpick could use 20 AP damage, and I don't think this is going to be much of a fight.
Demands war.
Yeah, Grimgor basically gets shot to pieces, then all the other troops would run away, and I'd have to hunt them down repeatedly. Be very boring to watch, and honestly, the only new thing, as I said, is Thunderers. Goodbye, Grimmy. I don't think I want Iron Rock. I think I'm going to raise it to the ground. Brock got high. Ah, he got Orc's Bane too. That'll help. 'Cause that means his army will have more leadership when he goes off to fight the Mutinous Gits at 8 Peaks.
Welcome, Ken. How may the High King serve thee?
Well, the Mutinous Gits. How much do I need to pay you to take on the Mutinous Gits? How's all of my money sound?
No way!
Aye.
All right,
Come,
fine.
King.
Fine then. I'll kill off all those damn greenskins myself. Yes, I mean a little petulant here, still. Alright, next turn I'm going to upgrade this at Karak Izor on the sake of, you know, money. Money. Next turn I'll have quite a bit more money from the sake of, well, the Ironminers Guild Hall and the Toolmakers Guild Hall at Karak Hearn. And this, and in 2 turns, I will have my money increase significantly because all my ranger units in this army will be 5% cheaper. 5 cards of them. 155. I'll take about 40 less gold for this, actually. That's not too much, but it will add up eventually once I start stacking a lot of troops. And it also has a bunch of other benefits like public order, which will help in an area that will be commonly infested by vampiric corruption. Alright. I can't think of anything else to do. So what's in the turn? The vault has a population surplus of 2. Don't care. Volkmar the Grim. What are you going to do, sir? Ah! You're doing the move and camp trick. Interesting. Rare for the AI to remember that that exists. Okay, Grumbrindle, what are you gonna do? Oh, Valea Sorrowfell. Good, good. Again, reasons why I want the dwarves on my side at Karak 8 Peaks. Come on, Gabe, hurry up. Cheeky witch hunter. No, Grey Wizard, not witch hunter. His portrait looked like a witch hunter. I wish these guys did more interesting things. Like, what can I say about this guy marching to Kemperbad? A guy marches to Kemperbad? Nice if Weissenland would, you know, confederate with the Empire, though. That way I could sell a lot more things. Make loads more money. Because, you know, how much of your trade goods your trading partners buy is based on their size, so... good to remember that. We'll also note that in Total War Warhammer 1, the AI would basically never build uniques like the big fort, so good to see them doing that as well. I believe I commented on that before, but still, it bears pointing out. Yes, you've got 3 captains in your army and all of them have eye patches in the same face. Did you get triplets, sir? Thank you, Mutinous Gets. Could you do something vaguely interesting? They can raid their own territory, apparently. Man, the Mutinous Gets AI has got to be cheating. There's no way they can be sustaining these stacks, even with raiding their own territory, unless they're entirely goblins. If it's entirely goblins, that'll actually be pretty interesting, so I've never fought a pure goblin swarm army. Ah, Skyer, thank you for actually doing something I can talk about. Please? No. They just showed that a hero moved. Yay! What fascinating viewing, ladies and gentlemen. A hero moved. I know, thankfully, Skaven Blade is being very, very, very passive. I'm expecting it to be very, very, very aggressive from what I know of the Skaven, but I guess not. Alright, underway says over here.
I'm gone. Aye.
Common sense says back in here for a turn to replenish your troops.
My axe thirsts for war.
What else is there to do? I could upgrade your walls. I don't think I will. Let's increase my income in this province, because what the hell? Weissenland is still not confederating with the Empire.
Ha ha! Welcome, kin. How may the High King serve thee?
No, I don't want to do that. Please? I'll give you loads of money.
Nope.
Onward.
He just goes flat.
Dowie
Nope.
from another hold arrive. 'Tis a great day.
You really like me. If I give you all my money, will you join me? No. At this point, I'm not
Is
even
it time?
surprised.
Greetings from Sigma.
Grudge bearer.
So this turn, upkeep for Rangers is 155 gold pieces. Once this finishes, let's see what it turns into.
Anad.
Duh, interwar on side of ally. Grumbrindle, the beastmen are over there. I think he's getting a little senile in his old age. Come on, game, hurry up. It's waiting a while for Lothar. Lothar must have been doing something. Confederation, maybe? I'll admit I've not been keeping track of the High Elf sub-provinces, so a confederation is anywhere from likely to assured. I need to rewatch my videos to determine if it indeed was a confederation.
What brings you before the heir of Lund?
What do you want? I have a non-aggression pact. Sorry, mate. Sorry, I have a non-aggression pact with them. Don't blame me. Man lanes. Oh look, the Bretonians are actually doing something the AI camera deems noteworthy. It's fucking up the Wood Elves. Okay. Never mind the fact that Aether Lord has even the bravest of Bretonian knights go in and either come out completely baffled or come out dead. Or just not come out. Ah, the triplets again. Hello, Valmir. Your triplets seem okay, even if they all have the same eye patch, mustache, and face. That man's beard is flaming. Literally, if you look at it carefully in the portrait, and if you look at him on the battlefield, his beard is indeed flaming. Which sounds incredibly uncomfortable and very smelly. Take that as someone who smelt burnt hair in the past. It stinks. Makes you wonder how everyone else puts up with him, eh? And here are the Beastmen doing absolutely nothing of relevance, as usual. They don't get any love in the fluff, and they don't get any love here. Aside from the whole mini-campaign thing, but who cares about that, you know? Bah. Yeah, Nagarythe is gone. She's either been wiped out, or that pause with Lotharing was indeed them confederating Nagarythe. Turn 85, and we have Bugman's Brewery. This is at 155. It has gone to 149. That's 30 gold pieces. It's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's certainly not bad.
On to vengeance.
Ready.
All right.
Summon me if you dare.
Let's go.
Don't think so.
Today is going to be the day. We push those cursed Groby out of 8 pigs. No doubt. It is what will happen. A runic gate sounds good. Next turn, Oakenhammer will be upgradable. Or Zephyr itself, but I think I'm going to go for Oakenhammer because Zephyr has a 16-card garrison and Oakenhammer's is 12. Plus, Zephyr's walls are better at shooties because they got bullet. And you don't get those with the walls at Karak, like the ones at Karak Dromar, you just get basic arrows. Nothing really much more to say. Actually, that reminds me, I should look at something. They did it! No, they didn't do it. Never mind, it looks similar, but it wasn't. I thought Karak Kadrin had built the Great Slayer Shrine, but no, they have not. Kind of dumb of them, honestly, because the Great Slayer Shrine is very good indeed. Alright.
One rug! Welcome, Ken. How may the High King serve
Usual
thee?
track of, has my reputation with you gone up enough to actually get you to do this?
No reason for it.
What? Dowie from another hold arrive. 'Tis a great day.
Alrighty then. Another sleep-throughable in the turn, it seems. Watch these guys actually do something interesting for once of their miserable lives. Eight pigs is going to be a pain, though. Ugh. Let's just end the turn. Not much more that can be done. Grumbrindle, that's the wrong way to the beast, man. But again, he could be trying to move on Crooked Fang Fort and those other areas around Karak Azul. That would be an interesting move for the dwarves. It would explain why they took Valea's Sorrow as well. Valea's Sorrow in the fluff is actually called that because it was a hold that fell quite often. And the general caring mother goddess archetype of the dwarves is called Valea. She also has a special hatred for chaos, even by the standards of dwarves, and dwarves really do not like chaos. They blame them for the Time of Woes, which was when a great earthquake rent apart the dwarven kingdoms and completely screwed everything up. In actuality, this is because the lizard men and their Slan used the geometric web to move some things around to fit some maps they found on gold tablets of the old ones. And the lizard men are very much for following the tablets of the old ones. If the tablets of the world disagree, well, the world is wrong and must be fixed. Either with angry lizard people hitting you in the face with mahacuitls. I'm almost certainly saying that wrong. It's the Aztec Club with obsidian on the sides. It can chop off a horse's head, allegedly, with one blow. Or just, you know, geomancing everything into oblivion. Like they accidentally did with the Dwarven Kingdoms, because there weren't supposed to be any dwarves there. But if all goes well, by the end of this episode, we should be able to start next episode with the battle for 8 Peaks or with the turn before the battle at 8 Peaks. And if we fail, by the time I get my actual troops back, I'll be able to go to my capital province and go, okay, you know what? I could just get Iron Breakers. Because let's face it, Iron Breakers are amazing. The Black Orcs fall apart against Iron Breakers because the Iron Breakers will have thrown a bunch of grenades at them. That tends to screw you up. Just a bit. And by a bit, I mean a lot. Man, the Silver Host does nothing. Like, it actually does nothing as far as I can tell. Kind of annoying, honestly. The Skaven are moving. Good job, Skaven. You managed to move. Instead of just eat each other in your own pile of shit that you call a city. Skaven are not known for good working conditions, to say the least. Alright, what can we do? Oh, settlement upgrade available at Zufbar. Yep, Oakenhammer, please, so I can get it walls and so it can fight off basically every undead force there is. Ah, Barak Dwazbog is a dwarf keep now. What should I get it? I guess. First, though, these. Alright, set the non-marching army to march.
Seeking vengeance. For the wisdom of Valea. Aye, grudges will be settled.
That was a lag spike. Wow.
Moving! To battle? You have my hammer. Let us begin.
Looks like if they're getting attacked somehow, they should overlap.
No fool that's safe in the world.
Oh, I can see their armies now.
Squeak.
The wall is not that dangerous, actually. The main force, on the other hand, is rather more so. Well, it does field goblins, it also fields black orcs and a lot of big guns. And I'm a lot more worried about those black orcs than I am about a bunch of boys and savage orcs. Savage orcs are not really that worrying to me, honestly. Not much more can be done this turn besides moving my armies, so what's in the turn? Let's see what the Karak 8 Peaks does as a response. Also, 20 seems to be what a grudge cap set, so keep that in mind, okay? Okay, good. What's in the turn? dwarf faction itself is... Gromriddle seems to be trying to come to help me out of all things, which would be really nice if it actually happened, but I doubt it will. After all, I'm Clan Angrund. Good things can't happen to me. The fluff says so. Going by their history, at least. Seriously, their history is awful. Oh, Belegar is now fortunate! Nice. Because that Goblin Big Boss crit failed in trying to block him. Good job. That's also a big boss less for the greenskins to have when I actually strike at the 8 peaks. I do not intend to fight the 8 peaks at the walls, by the way. I intend to fight them in open battle and lure out the garrison as such. Unless, of course, they move upon me now, which would be an interesting thing to do, in all honesty. I have 2 slightly under strength stacks, and they would have 2 stacks, 1 full strength, 1 vastly under strength, and a Wah. Great, great. The Empire's at war again. I think Empire at War was the name of a Star Wars game a while back, actually. Unfortunately, this is not Warhammer 40k, so there's no spaceships going around pew-pew. Instead, you have people with actually, no, I think the Empire has some breech loaders, but mostly muzzle loaders going around pew-pew. You know, mostly muzzle loaders. For those of you not too versed in guns, breech loaders load from the back of the gun, basically, like the classic break-open shotgun that you see in much fiction. See Doom's super shotgun would be a breech loader, but when you load from the front, like an old-fashioned naval cannon, it would be a muzzle loader. Random historical tidbit for y'all. It looks like the Beastmen have gotten their shit kicked in by Volmir Gausser. Good job, Volmir. Can you wipe them out? Yes, you can! Can you genocide? Yes, you can! Hear that to the tune of Bob the Builder. I wish I actually remember that song, because otherwise I might be able to make a little ditty about it on the spot, but oh well. The gits! This is the important thing. They can cause real problems for me with their heroes. They aren't. They didn't even move! The shit? Well, Tempelhof is moving around, Karak Kadrin has screwed up Eschen, and Tempelhof decided they could take Eschen, and we're told, no, you really cannot take Eschen. I'm sorry. Probably via a lot of Slayers. You got good deaths, because Slayers are, you know, meant to die. No, seriously, Slayers actually want to die. It's kind of their thing. They kill to it. There's actually an entire novel about Slayers, the Gotrek and Felix series, that actually has the worst Slayer ever as one of its protagonists, Gotrek, because he can't get himself killed in a fight. Because Slayers have to go out swinging hard as they can, and Gotrek is actually too good at killing things to actually be a proper Slayer. Every time he tries to get in a great big fight and get killed, he just kills everything else involved instead. And that's not how Slayers are supposed to work, so he's a very bad Slayer. There's a sort of bitter iron to that. Okay!
Iron hammer. It shall be done. Setting forth.
I'm gonna put Belegar as the reinforcing army because he has more troops that'd be better on the charge, and Brock has Thunderers, and I do want to try those out. So,
On to glory for the ancestors.
I think we're going to leave it off here. This isn't quite the end of an episode, but this is the important thing. We're going to have 8 peaks next episode. The battle for Karak 8 peaks. I think I can take it with these 2 armies. The Auto-Resolve may disagree, but I think I can do it due to the way that the battles work. We'll be elaborating on that again next episode. I know this is about 10 minutes shorter than usual, but this is pretty much the perfect place to leave it off. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below or in the threads and space battles and sufficient velocity that will be left in the description. And for now, goodbye.